this week, what do we have on the agenda? We should probably do a post-mortem of Harvest. And about Harvest, we have gigabytes of video that need to be produced. I have the camera shots from my camera. We have the screen captures for everything. And that needs to be put together and then published. We don't know yet if it's going to be published on Channel 9 or YouTube. We haven't completely decided that yet. But in any case, we need to produce those videos, and it's a lot of work. So if some of you actually want to volunteer and help with that, contact me offline, and I'll provide you with the rush files, and we can work together on that. So that's it for videos. So let's talk about Harvest. We had more than 70 people. No negative feedback whatsoever that I've heard. What do you guys who attended think went badly? We know we kind of know what went well, but
there's a poll too.
Yeah, there is a poll that absolutely. Yeah, I was going to mention that. Ilan created. Oh, did you send it already? Because I didn't see the email.
Yesterday.
Okay,
I received it.
Okay, so did you get any results, Ilan? Can you talk about any results that you got from the poll?
Can we see the results? Okay.
Hello?
Sorry, are you able to hear me now?
Yes.
Sorry about that. So I'm just trying to understand how fluid surveys work and how the reports work. I haven't had a chance really to extract that, but we've had already about 15 participants respond, which is not bad considering most people have no reason to respond to these surveys whatsoever. There was no incentive tied to it, so you know, and actually 2 people had already disconnected themselves. We'll get the responses, and then we'll present the responses. Ideally, maybe next week.
Okay. Okay, so let's talk about it again next week. Okay. Should we move on to triage, maybe?
Let's go. Oops. Oops.
And of course, if anyone has a cool demo or some cool links to show stuff they've done over the past weeks, please tell me so in the chat window, and we'll look at that after.
Can you see my screen?
No, we can't. I can't.
People will be able to see everything on your monitor you choose. Yes, okay, that's why I want it. And you should be able to see it.
So Antoine has some photos as well.
Yeah, SkyDrive.
Oh, you got those already, right?
Yes, but they're not so. They don't have a very nice quality because the light was very low, dim, and so the cameras were not working great. Associativity. Who cares about this one?
You, Sebastian, for sure.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, so Bertrand cited this review. There's been a new one since then. Didn't pay them, so it's nice. If you look at the reviews we got on Complex.
I really like the one saying this is how open source should be. That one I really appreciate. I appreciate all good reviews.
Oh yeah, this one. Okay. Issue tracker. Oh, and I found a new website. Nice website running Azure actually, this one. Azure, running Azure. No, running Orchard. I don't know if they're on Azure. It's possible. This one, lots of content and different types of materials and see, and that's very nice. A blog and see, very nice website. tier3.com. They are in Bellevue, and I don't know them. Issue tracker, advanced. Proposed for all. Oh, 27 new items? No. Okay. Four votes for this one already. What is this? Widget bar not showing. No. Widget.
Yeah, so there is a workaround for this one, which is to edit the part and add it yourself. But
I don't understand. So go to the create, type name in.
so if you want to create a widget from the admin UI, you can add the stereotype, but you can't add the widget part.
Oh, okay.
And it doesn't work without the widget part.
Okay.
So that should be an easy one. And for some reason it just popped up this week. 3 or 4 different people have hit from it.
Because people are using the stereotype, and you could not do it before. Okay, so
well,
it's okay.
Well, 1.5 has been out for a while, so it's interesting to see the latency here.
So
well, you know, people discover the features.
Let me authenticate. I can't change anything. Yeah. So Nick is asking, why don't we get the expiration for the ticket from the wet config? Why not?
I asked the same thing. Wait, it's in there. We've got the timeout as a value in the web config already. We just don't use it. We set it at 30 days. Put it at 1.6. I'll fix someone. I fixed it at work. That's kind of why I said, why don't I just fix it, and then as a bigger change, I'll raise an issue to turn it into site settings.
Okay, yeah, that's the right thing to do. Let's split it in 2.
Thank you.
You're not always wrong. Just most of the time.
Thanks. I can't see your screen anymore.
Yeah, what happened? Did we lose Sebastian?
He probably passed out because you said I was right.
Yeah. So let's wait for him to come back.
All recordings have stopped.
Yeah, apparently he's completely disconnected.
No, I'm back.
Oh,
there
back.
you go. I've also put my video on so you can record my beautiful face as well.
Yeah,
so
don't forget to restart recording.
I'm recording. Yeah,
you are recording now?
Yeah, I started it like, I know, 5 or 6 minutes late, but yeah, recording is on right now.
Okay, maybe Sebastian can send you the beginning and you can piece it together.
When he joined, we didn't say anything important. So sharing again. Link exploded. Okay, sharing.
It crashed? I can believe
Yes.
that.
And
Microsoft software doesn't crash.
when I installed Visual Studio 2012, when it ended, it crashed. Active. So this one, future release.
We can't see it yet. Well, I can't.
So waiting because I'm sharing.
What did you do for the last issue?
Live?
Release 1.6, yeah?
No, future version. That's a feature.
Uh,
That's a feature. So next
the
version.
the last issue.
This one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not a feature.
It's been there since V1. That's not a bug. That's an improvement.
Yeah.
That's
No.
not no, it's not. That is a
Yeah.
bug.
If we open this one, we open 100 others.
No,
It's
I
not-
disagree.
It's
That's
not a bug.
It's
There's
not a bug, but it's
there-
also not a, it's not a feature.
There's a default value which is, I don't know, some minutes, maybe
No,
10.
the default value is 30 days.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
And you
And
can't
yeah.
change it.
you can
And
change
you
it in
can't-
code.
No, you can't change it in code.
It's a new feature to make it parameterable.
But it already is a parameter in the web config file.
Okay, but we don't take it into account, yeah?
It doesn't reach the bar for 1.6.
Alright.
So let's not discuss whether it's a bug or not.
So should we
not,
put semicolons at the end of the line, or?
You've been listening to this developer's life.
Oh yes.
It's a pretty good episode.
I'm not going to argue because I don't care that much, but I'm still right.
Yeah. So yeah, but
No,
we know that.
No, really, we have we want 1.6 to come out, so we have to set the bar somewhere, and I don't think this qualifies.
Alright.
Next. This is a bug that we should fix. So media picker feed is not working in custom modules. Yeah, okay, and maybe I made a fix. Okay, let's later.
Yeah.
Dashboard menu for different user types.
That's a regression. If it's true.
It's based on permission, so maybe.
There's already another issue for that.
Yeah. If you find it, we'll match that, but
Can
yeah, I shut it.
yeah.
Who is it? Let's mute him.
Thank you.
Muted it. Active issue. Okay, okay, Zoltan gave the link. It's already active. Okay, so I will close the other one saying it's a duplicate of this one.
14 votes.
Yeah, we are hitting a record. Close issue.
So that's 17 of them. Yeah. People want us to fix this, apparently.
N key doesn't work. Oh.
You're not in the query anymore.
Login, redirect, and tenant under a subfolder. Okay. Yeah, that's possible. And enter doesn't edit if I hit enter actually. So impact trees. A test failure with vanilla clone proposed, and this one I think I would know.
It's just a unit test to fix.
Maybe a bug. Revisit identity lookup and transaction.
Yeah, that's a tough one, but
And I found a table named identity part with, so maybe that's already there.
no, identity part. It's what we use on widgets to give an identity to those parts that don't have a route, such as widgets. No, we need some kind of
Index
index
like
table.
for fields, yeah.
Yeah.
Like the import should do that maybe, but yeah. Then
and that one has been, I don't know, well, maybe people don't understand the bug, which is why it doesn't have votes, but this is why many people have problems with import, timeouts with more than just a few items. So it really is a problem. And the second part of the bug, maybe I should have opened two bugs actually, is that the whole import happens in a single transaction, and I tried to find a way to split transactions, to have more than one transaction happening in a given request. I was never able to do that, and I've seen that it's been difficult for other people too. So maybe it's just guidance that's needed here, but yeah, how do you have more than one transaction in a request?
I have to check with the module online. The guy made to split transactions, and maybe the good solution is to use the scheduler, the schedule task.
Which is exactly what I tried when last time I touched import.
And maybe it could split the import file into separate ones and do it sequentially with the scheduler. It's still in the server-side transaction, which means it can also time out. And yeah, maybe this should, well, the scheduler task could be used from a command line at least. It will work for long transactions. Also, yeah, it's not an orchard issue, it's a data transformation issue, and even in WordPress there is the same issue. If you import a big file for a blog post, it will time out and
really
crash. Yes, I did it this weekend.
They suck too.
Yeah, and well, the best way to do this when you want to import lots of data is to do a real ETL job and do it with SQL. Import the data in SQL for big jobs. Yes.
Yeah, that's not a very good answer.
That's a very good answer. That's not the answer people would like to hear, but that's the very good answer. Also, command line. So, Nick, did you do some EV load testing on your blog ML tool, on your import tool?
Yeah.
Like lots.
Yeah, I imported. Well, how big was the Babeland blog? And how big was the Spio blogs? They were huge.
And with one file in the command. Okay. So
well, for the blog ML one, I originally split the files up so that we could stop at a particular point, so we could just chunk it up, so we knew, so we could just have a look and see what was going in after every 500 records per se. But for Babeland, for Spio, it was all one file.
So in the case of blogs, it's a little easier because it's a known quantity. You know what you're importing. generic import is a little more difficult because of this identity thing. But yeah, but you did have the problem of transactions.
Yeah, got around that by doing it through the command line. Command line doesn't seem to run in a transaction, right?
It is.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
But did you do instead the technique I sent you about the flush and the clear on the content management?
I didn't have flush at the time.
And clear?
I only had. Oh no, I had flush. I didn't have clear.
Okay.
So I was using flush. And I also did it via scheduled tasks. So I chunked it up on scheduled tasks.
Okay, so you're using different transactions and it was clearing it automatically with scheduled tasks. Okay, maybe that's
Yeah,
it.
that was working. There was some transaction issues around other things, like when you import from the command line into something, if you've got any UI logic baked in, there's a bug raised for it, I think, then it will blow up and raise an exception. But there should be I think there's an issue for it already.
Yeah, maybe the solution. Yeah, I will try to see if we can split an import file into different chunks and process them using the scheduled task. And even if we can save those chunks to the file system so that next request execute them.
Intake, it's the easiest thing. So.
Or say for big files, it's the command line, and that the command line uses the scheduled task. Let's try.
Well, no, you can just use the command line as the main thread, and when you take the file, just open it all up, and then just chunk it off. That's what I did. It worked perfectly fine. But either way, I don't care.
Investigate this one. Okay. Well. Future. Future.
Just to clarify, committers are or should we also fix some bugs that we maybe need that are not under 1.6? Is this okay?
No, it's not okay. Yes, it is okay. But if you want to spend some time, I'd rather have you spend some time to go to 1.6 before going to 1.7.
Well, we also have customers.
Yes, but it won't ship in 1.6. So if you want to do something for a customer,
hear me out. So yeah, exactly. If you need to do something for a customer, yeah, sure. Your customer is king. Now it won't go into 1.6 because you submitted the patch. Is what I was going to say.
Mm-hmm. And that joins the discussion we had about 1.7. The branch with So keep it aside for the moment on a fork.
Yeah.
If you need to share something with someone for the VV next, and we'll take it for the 1.x when 1.x is closed. Because it's there and it's active, so that means we need it. And it will be, because it's fixed, it will do the V next, whatever it is.
Okay.
Okay,
Thanks.
so this one has an easy workaround. Don't do that.
So it's about this one. What is this one?
So if you have an update from 6, for example, and your update from 6 returns 6, then it will run in the So
Yeah,
yeah.
I know.
Don't do that. But yeah, it would be easy to fix.
Yeah.
We could have a test.
Yeah. So it's a behavior. That's a non-behavior.
Oh, not 1.6.
No.
Sure, was fine for this one.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, it will teach you. I'm responding to Sipke, who was saying it took me an hour to figure out I made that mistake.
So I'll let it propose because he didn't answer the suggestion you made.
Okay.
That's a server-side issue, so it should not be dependent on the client. But because it's a cookie, maybe also, so. Email pattern invalid? No! The user part email pattern.
Email validation is always sucks, no matter what.
It's a lose, but it's okay. Nobody prevents you from typing foo@foo.com and it doesn't exist. It's an email, so it's okay.
Yeah, it could. It could ask for at least one character before the at.
So I think I made this pattern, and the pattern I used is this one. Bing.com. Until I read the RFC. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Long discussion about how to read it.
He's basically saying it's a big mess.
Yeah, and
it's impossible to do right.
Yes, and in the end, this is this one, which is the one I used. And this is testing everything like this. So it's on purpose.
Is it on purpose that it allows for?
Look at that.
No.
Well, let's see.
False.
Where is it? Yeah,
Second.
false. Okay, so it should not work. Okay.
Is this the test that this in Phil's hack blog? Did you put that into the Orchard tests?
I think so.
Might be worth taking a look because that unit test then should have failed.
If they are run. But yeah, in 1.5, yeah. I seem to.
Yeah, and if you ever have problems with expressions, which is probably every time you use regular expressions.
Yeah.
regexlib.com is an excellent site where you can find search on a library of regular expressions, and it's a great way to get started on something.
There is no more regular expression in Orchard, but some modules maybe, but not anything in core. I removed everything and changed them by specific methods. And
did you know that the web forms parser was working with still is working with regular expressions?
No. And the change made some significant performance improvements. I could see it just with one page, writing F5, and you could see the difference. So for 1.6.
Yeah, regular expressions can really suck if you don't write them well, and nobody knows how to write them well.
You produced a video.
Yeah, this is also the duplicate.
Is it?
No?
It's not the same that we are talking
no,
about
no,
earlier.
no.
This one is if
Uh-huh.
you don't add the title part to a widget, then you're in trouble.
I look at it, but because it's using dot title.
Yeah, shouldn't it be using this status?
Yes, or I title aspect dot title. So that either it has a widget part or a title part, it will work. So yeah, no, if you have a widget part, if you have a title widget part, it should work. No, because no widget don't have a RI title aspect, so which means you need the title part now. Okay. Yeah. Close.
It looks like a dynamic compilation issue, where the changes are not getting picked up for some reason.
Same problem is described here. There's another. Have a look. There's a
There's a link to
discussion.
discussion. Okay. That looks like a user mistake.
Maybe if you just add files that are not seen.
Oh, the code
If you
gen.
if you update a file, it will be seen.
Someone at work said they had problems with the code gen module.
No, it's not about the CodeGen issue. It's
Oh
about
yeah. Yeah. So you add a file, you add it to the CS proj,
it's not seen.
but it's not seen because it's a new. It wasn't monitored before.
Yes.
Shouldn't any change to the CS proj trigger dynamic compilation?
I think a CS proj is also watched, but yeah. Okay. Active, but for future.
Okay.
I don't want to spend too much time on this one. This is very.
You want to add a comment to remember that that maybe it's when adding files.
Yeah. Future version.
So that's a feature.
bug. Yes, this I agree. This is a feature. So the issue is that there is a page title builder that no one uses, but there is a helper method in the HTML, which is html.append title or insert title part, which lets you add. Well, there is just append title actually. And but if you want, for instance, for SEO to put the tags in the beginning of the title, from your tags part, you will say html.append title. And the issue is that the website or name will be called after because they are in the document shape, and they will be injected before those tags. So you can define the order. So what Zoltan is suggesting is to be able to invert the position. I don't think it's a good solution. I think the best solution would be to have a placement information for whenever you add a title part. So you can say add title part foo before or 1, 2, 3. So you can force something to be at the beginning and you don't care about the rest. Yes, something like that. Yeah. So you and prepend append, but the issue is that if two piece of code do a prepend, but you want to win. So maybe you want to say before, like we do for positioning. So that will be even better.
Okay, prepend, append, insert.
Prepend is one, done. So they are all at one, and this will be the order of injection. So that's why we need to overcome for the issue, which is that two pieces of code can call prepend, and it is not deterministic. Well, it is deterministic, but you want to handle where it goes. So even with the tags, for instance, that will not solve the issue. I want my tags to be at the beginning. Even if someone after says, I want it to be at the beginning, I want it to be at the very beginning. And if the two of them say that, okay, there is an issue. But that's positioning. Like we do in every shape zone. Or we could say 1.1 or 0.1 or whatever we want. So that should be positioned. And that's not hard. So it's a feature and for later release. Yeah, this is an issue with 1.6. Oh no, this is not a issue with 1.6, but this is an issue. Okay. How do you want to solve that?
What?
How do you want to solve that?
Additional parameter.
On what?
Item tag on the list shape.
Ah, okay. Yeah. It's written maybe. Yeah, additional. So we need a new token. Will it be okay?
Mm,
A token to Markdown based on the Markdown.
no. Well, that would help if you're in property mode, but even if you're in content mode. Oh no, you're right. In content mode, it works, and it doesn't.
Yes, because this is the body part which will resolve with the correct shape in content mode. It's just in property mode that you have the issue, so it could be interesting to have the token.
You would have to rewrite it. You would be forced to rewrite it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because the content of the field is Markdown.
Yeah. Ideally, it would figure it out, but it's kind of an implementation detail. It's,
I haven't had any answer since August 21st, so.
Yeah.
Then the result is almost at 100. Good. This will be a nice release.
Yeah, it won't do much, but.
It will do much.
No, I
MySQL
mean,
performance.
yeah, but nothing really visible. That's the interesting.
Yeah.
Bug fixes and performance.
Important.
Yeah. Okay. Well, are we done?
Yeah.
I think we are. Right. Well, so to summarize, we need people to fix bugs to help Sebastian on fixing those 91 items.
There are very small ones. Very, very small. Like
yeah, there are lots of opportunities here. And we also need people to volunteer for video editing. So that's it. This being said, yes.
Just wanted to mention I added the fluid link, the fluid surveys link there. There's quite a few people here that are attending that did not respond yet to the survey, or we said they didn't receive it. So ideally, you would grab it from here. And also just wanted to give a specific shout out to Philip and Mark from the LA area, who on the LA.net group started an Orchard group and have also.
It's a relief.
And Orchard Group, which is a greater LA, has now started. So it's really nice to see that. And ideally, this will be the beginning of a bigger Orchard Group in LA.
Yeah.
I see the Hungarians and the Londoner smirking. Not sure why, but I think it's a good thing.
Okay. Thanks for that. So yeah, please fill out the survey, and we'll talk next week. Have a nice week. Bye bye.
Europeans are so cynical.
No, they're not.
Bye.
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 Goodbye.
Bye all.
Cheers, guys.